Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back away with some more NTW3 for you today. And as you can see, we have an interesting faction here today. We have the Ottoman Turks here with their, well, I'm going to call them the peasants really, because they look like peasants. They don't look like a very organized unit, but we have some Ottomans here already in combat over here. You can see the French and, well, that actually looks like Piedmont here is trying to get a cannon forward. The French are trying to chase it down, and the Ottomans are now about to join combat here with the French. It's a hussar unit trying to chase down this horse artillery, and they got very close to getting it. I won't lie, there's a daring run here by the French, and they've got now some of their infantry in here. They've got like I don't know what units in here exactly, probably a light infantry. We've got some more infantry here all set up ready to defend this little settlement here against the French. We have the French 1800, the Italian army here, facing the Ottomans. They're allied up today with the Danish. And we're seeing the Danish quite a lot. I mean, it seems to be a fan favourite with the NTW3 community. We've got the 1814 Spain, and we also have the Polish here doing their bits. And today they're facing, obviously, the Ottomans, as we've seen, and Piedmont, we have seen. And they also have, as their allies to those two nations, 1815 United Kingdom and 1815 Prussia as well. So they are going to be some interesting alliances. It's a very strange alliance, to be fair, for the coalition forces. I mean, Prussia and Britain together, that's historical. Piedmont and the Ottomans over on the other side, I don't think they've probably ever seen each other on the field of battle, let's be honest. But we've got some Russian Deutsch legionnaires, or like hussars here. So it's like a Russian-German sort of like hybrid unit, I don't know. Not quite exactly sure what it is. We've got a lot of cavalry in here anyway. We've also got Blucher's like hussars in here as well. So yeah, we've got a lot of cavalry here. And obviously Prussia's strength is in their cavalry. And yeah, they are facing off against the Poles, who have obviously got really strong cavalry as well. And the French have got pretty good cavalry as well. And we can see that the British are already getting involved. They already have cavalry up here. We have light dragoons already getting involved with some chasseurs cheval here. And who's going to win that one? I do not know. But we've got more hussars here getting involved. Against, we've got William Ponsonby's dragoons. And the British lost on that far side. The chasseurs cheval did prevail. And the British are broken there. We've got more cavalry going in here as well. What we got here? We've got some hussars again. It's that hussar unit chasing down the cannons earlier. And we've got the King's hussars there involved. Oh, it looks like the French are going to probably lose most of that cavalry fight there. And there's a gun unit here. There's a artillery piece, literally a 9-pounder right here. So that's a big loss there for Britain if they lose this. I mean, you can see the Poles are sending forward some cavalry as well. Looks like they're trying to get around, trying to support. But they've got to get around the Ottoman defences here. And they have actually routed this gun. So, I mean, even though the French are going to lose a lot of cavalry here, and the Prussians are sitting in theirs, they're going to try and break this French cavalry. Dragoon unit going. Even though they've lost so much cavalry, the French here, they have actually killed an artillery piece and a fair amount of British cavalry themselves. I don't know if many of this cavalry for the French will return, if any. But the Poles are going to have to bring across a lot of their cavalry now to the centre here. To kind of cover this area here, which they're doing just now. And you can see the Prussians have a lot of cavalry here ready as well. We've got a lot of these like hybrid unit of a Russian, German hussars here. Then we've also got Blucher's hussars, which you see before. We've got the other British gun here, another one here, a 6-pounder setting up. Got some Landwehr Uhlans and some Landwehr Uhlans. They're not going to be great units, but they may be able to get some decent attacks on infantry and artillery. You never know. You never know. And Piedmont's getting his... Oh, this is Denmark, sorry. Oh, God. It's because Piedmont and Denmark are very similar flags. You can see, look at them, very similar. But yeah, Denmark's got his cavalry very close to the front line here. Got the Ottomans. I would presume that the Ottomans, never really seen them before on the battlefield, but I presume their cavalry is very good. This doesn't look like great cavalry. I'm not really sure. Maybe their artillery is really good. I have no idea. Their Scipii, I presume, is quite good. They probably got some pretty big guns. I mean, they're hidden here. Can't actually see them, but they're firing from that from this hedge line here. But yeah, that was a very quick like cavalry start there, and it looks like now everyone's going to kind of calm down a bit and see where everyone is, and maybe get some infantry up. I mean, now the Prussians are bringing up some artillery as well. 6-pounder coming up here. So that'll be interesting to see. But since it's calmed down a little bit, I will just say, if you're enjoying seeing NTW3 on the channel, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and leave a comment to show your support. Always appreciated as always. And if you've got any NTW3 replays you want to send in to me, then send them down. Send them to the link in the description. That is my Discord server. Join that. Send the link. Send the replay there, and I will have a look at it, and it may then feature on the channel. And yeah, there's been a building that's been taken. So oh yes, the French have just taken this building back here, or the Danish have taken it with some grenadiers. So that's always a very very good idea, because obviously NTW3, as you can see, we'll just get the map up, make it a bit bigger. You can see these points, these values of the points. This is how much a building is worth. So it could come down to how many points you hold as to who wins, not to like if you've routed the enemy. So I mean, taking buildings in NTW3, never a bad idea. Never a bad idea. And always you should be moving forward in column in NTW3. As you can see here, the French doing very well. Means you move quicker, and if you're on a road, you move even quicker. So column and on a road, you'll be zipping along. But as you can see, no road here, so they're just forming column, and they look like they're going to be facing off against the Prussians, it looks like. But I've not actually seen any Prussian infantry yet, so it's hard to say exactly where Prussia's going to be putting themselves. But I presume it will be in this center spot here, because there's a big gap here, which otherwise the French could just go on through and kind of outflank the Ottomans and the British here. But it kind of looks like, well, yeah, it looks like the Ottomans got like stuff all over the place, really. So I'm not really exactly sure what line they're supposed to be holding, on who they're supposed to be facing. It looks like they're facing just about everyone at this moment. You see the British are setting up more and more infantry, looking like they're going to be going up against like 1814 France here. Looks like Denmark's going to face maybe Piedmont, but again, not seen any of Piedmont's forces really, bar its cavalry and artillery. Not even seen. Yeah, we've seen a bit of artillery actually. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. And there we go, more Piedmont stuff showing up. Looks like they are going to be defending this village here. Got some infantry here for the Ottomans. Oh, they do not have much protection. Do you even know what a shirt is, guys? Clearly not. And yeah, I mean, these just guys do not look elite enough to stop any of these European armies. I could be wrong, and they may be actually amazing, and they may get a great dub here, but I'm not sure. I wouldn't have said there, like I said. Oh, we got some Polish cavalry in the back, though, sniping out a Pomeranian infantry unit here, some reserve fusiliers, getting taken out by some Polish cavalry, and there you go, they're gone. They're gone just like that. And you can see Britain is rushing back some of those hussars, going to try and get them out there, but surely these Polish will get out of here in time. They should have supported with another unit, so when this happened, they could have just swept in and had a 2v1. As you can see here, like they stopped, the Polish cavs stopped, and they're like, yeah, some of them get killed. It's an annoying feature in Napoleon. If like they get slightly close and some of the unit turns around and sacrifices itself, like just don't. Got William Ponsonby there, he's getting ready. The French are getting very aggressive here. You can see the French Italian army here is very much more like further forward than anyone else, and you can see the first firefight is underway, and it is between the Ottomans, and it's going to be 1800 France over here, the Italian army. I'll probably just call them Italian campaign France or something like that. But these boys, these elite Ottoman, but well, they're not even elite. We won't call them elite. But these guys have to face off against the 1800 France. We'll see how good they are now. We can test their ability against the French. Probably one of the best factions here. Excellent. Love the crackle of musket fire in the morning. Some good hits here on from the artillery. This is like a unit nearly dead from like in morale wise. You can see Piedmont's artillery is so close to this front line here, and it just got to like doesn't even need to aim, just direct the cannon in the right direction, and they're putting holes. Look at this, they're putting holes into this French line here. These brave Frenchmen. Oh, I don't like when it flickers like that. See, they are doing a nice job here, and we've got more French coming forward here. They're going to be contesting this Piedmont position here. We can now see Piedmont's infantry supporting this Ottoman line. If Denmark moves forward, I think they can easily deal with this position here. The Ottomans here, look at them. Without their shirts, what a funny bunch they are. Oh, the officer's just died there. RIP to him. Glorious, glorious. The Ottomans using archaic weapons at this point. What are these? I'm yet seeing like sort of janitary like units. Presume that they'd have the janitries in this. But yeah, look at this. Surely they're like firing canister at this point. Yeah, they are. I think they are because they're breaking these line infantry. Look at this. These French units are just getting combat with these guys. They're sacrificing units here for no reason. This artillery piece must be just getting ample kills. Yeah, it is. Ripping to shred this unit. Poor French. Get up, man. Get up. Fight for your emperor. I mean, he's not even the emperor at this point, but you know what I mean. And the Prussians, yeah, the Prussian infantry is now all appearing here. It's going to hold the center line against the 1814 France. And it looks like we got some movement over here. It looked like we had some got some chasseurs cheval moving up. Got some voltigeurs, Swiss voltigeurs here as well doing stuff. Also looks like the Prussians are defending this flank as well. Again, Prussia and Ottomans seem to be a bit everywhere. Not really concentrating anywhere. And you can see that the French have actually taken this left flank here. And they've forced back this Ottoman infantry, and now they can flank here, and this whole Ottoman line is under threat. So they'll just set up here in this like nice little corridor or alleyway, I should say. Like do some nice volleys into the flank there. And they're going to start dropping as this Ottoman unit. You can see the morale is not doing so great. There you go. This unit will break, and then they'll just work their way along. The French here also just look like they're shooting at some cavalry, sorry. And you can see that the British are now sending across some of their troops. They want a bit more sterner stuff over on this side to hold against the French push. The Ottomans just aren't quite cutting it. As you can see here, they're breaking already. Well, we can hear some fighting going on. Oh, we got some Danish going in against Piedmont cavalry. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the Danish need a bit more cavalry up here, but then this Piedmont one's breaking. No, that's it. Danish is probably going to go. Don't know who initiated this fight. I presume it was Piedmont. Yeah, I mean, they're getting some volleys off now on these Piedmont Piedmont cavalry trying to break them. You need to be careful of this Ottoman cavalry on this flank here, though. They've got the Scipios out here and all sorts of other stuff. If they can form a square, they're okay. But the Danish might need more cavalry out here, and the French have ample amount of cavalry that they could do with sending out to the flanks. Or just getting close to the front line, because, I mean, the infantry's getting really close, like, pushing far up. But as you can see here, like, the French are about to get surrounded by the Prussians. They're being far too aggressive, and they're going to get surrounded. And you can see that 1814 Spain, France is having to come across and support even more. And, like, he's got troops looking the wrong way as well. This is not so good. He needs to get these guys turning around. This is a cool unit. Marseillais unit here. Looks awesome. Very nice. Yeah, but you could do with turning these guys around and facing the Prussian infantry. You can see they're having to turn one of their infantry units to face the Prussians now. Can the British then take advantage? I mean, actually, they're already losing here. Look at this. I mean, 1815 Britain is not the greatest. It's not got those Peninsula veterans in it. But I would have thought they could overwhelm this 1800 France army, especially with this flank here from Prussia. They're over there in the distance. I mean, what is this? It's a musketeer unit. It's a big musketeer unit. The bigger the unit, usually the poorer it is. You can see here, Britain is taking a lot of heavy fire. For king and country. They are actually getting destroyed quite badly right now. And what is going on over here then? So, we can see the Danish starting to break here. They've actually got their troops forward as well to help in this fight here against Piedmont. And they're starting to break. What happens to the Ottoman cavalry? That's the question. Is it just behind enemy lines? Oh, it's just reappeared. Okay. There is actually a cavalry fight going on here. You can see some hussars got sent forward by the Italian France army, and like the dragoons here just routed them. I think just sending the cavalry through here is not a great idea, because you're going to get shot from friendly fire, and also you're going to get shot by like the opposing fire. Look at this unit here, though, breaking. There's this line infantry breaking 129 men. I better rally. You see that the Prussians now coming a lot of troops. The Poles also coming a lot, and the Prussians are breaking it. Landwehr breaking, or reserve musketeers actually, all breaking high amounts of men. Got big, like Landwehr, Ullen units going in here as well. The Poles are actually pulling out with their cavalry. And yeah, look at this. They just routed all of this Prussian infantry here with French cavalry and Polish cavalry. And they've got the Guards of Paris here. That's a cool unit. I like that unit. Just get a zoom in on that. Ooh, that's very fresh. What's going on the other side then? We need to keep an eye on this side as well. It's still not quite heated up just quite yet, so we will come back. I mean, the Poles are actually putting some volleys into the Ottomans here, but nothing major. I mean, they're trying to just, like, keep it, I think, slow-paced, because they realise they're doing quite a nice job here to the Ottomans and the Prussians as well here. The Piedmont's actually holding quite nicely. I mean, it helps that they had that gun emplacement. I think that's what the cavalry was going for, this gun emplacement, but it's not succeeded. They need to just send in some infantry. Send in some infantry and just charge it. The Ottoman, no cavalry. Ottoman cavalry, look at this. Coming down the flank. And it is routing Danish left, right, and center. Ottoman's doing a very nice job here with his cavalry. They need to start forming square to the Danish. They want to survive this. This one's forming square here. I don't think this one can. No, and that's it. They've just routed about 4 units of Danish infantry. Make out 5 units of Danish infantry. With 2 units of cavalry. That's how dangerous they are. I mean, the Danish and the French got more units returning here. They need to get them back in the line. They also need to get, like, more cavalry up. Where is the French and Polish cavalry? It's all occupied over here with the over there with the Prussians. They're not realizing that the Ottomans are just routed an entire center of the Danish line here.
Our men are running.
Yeah, I mean, what are they fighting here? Like 1 unit of cavalry? That's all that's left here. I mean, yes, if they push through here, this is a huge problem because it now cuts off like the Ottomans and Piedmont from their allies. I mean, it looks like they're going to send over some more cavalry in this direction. But right now, the Danish are in trouble of already being like fully routed. And there you go, more routing Danes. I was expecting a volley, but no. There you go. Firing at point blank range. The French need to keep pushing forward, I think. The French can afford to push forward now. There's just cavalry here. If they can catch out this cavalry, they can get some nice volleys on it. Perhaps. Perhaps. Let's have a look and see what the Poles are doing. Looks like the Poles are doing stuff now. Yeah, it looks like the British sent forward their Hussars here. Tried to, the Dragoons, sorry, the Scots Greys here. Tried to send them forward and catch them out, but don't know if they've managed to successfully do that, really. Looks like the Poles have done just fine. They repelled the attack quite nicely. Now's the time, I think, for the Poles and what is that there is of 1814 France here. They need to push forward. Possibly. Certainly on this area here. Push forward. Try and just attack this point here where the Ottomans are. It's a weak spot. The Ottoman infantry we've seen over on this side is not good enough. Piedmont cavalry now getting involved over here. Now the French send their cavalry back this way to counter. They're going to need it. They're going to need it. They need... Like you can see, they've got infantry over here. They're trying to stop all this Ottoman cavalry. They're not going to stop it, though. And Piedmont's able to flank hard now. Denmark's kind of been fully routed. He's been forced out to the edges of the map. The centre is just gone. The Poles are now over here desperately with all this cavalry. Look at this. So much cavalry. Now the French having to transfer more stuff across to the centre, which otherwise desperately need to be pushed, like, here. The Poles are routing as well. Their cavalry's gone. But yeah, I mean, it looks like, and they've taken out the artillery here. 12-pounder from the French 1800, and I mean the Danes have still got artillery back here, howitzer. But it might not be enough. They might have needed that gun, I think. It's a rough spot here, but I mean, yeah, I think they've finally routed all of the cavalry, bar this Piedmont one here. This one should eventually go. They have their dragoons and stuff in here, but this is, yeah, I mean, all this cavalry is getting, from the French, is getting stretched very, very thin. The French and their allies getting stretched very thin, and they're trying to cover their long line, because there is holes in the line at the moment. See the French here, desperately trying to fire and break this line. Piedmont is holding strong, though. Can't even see all the infantry that I'm trying to show you. Musket fire is very intense right now. That's how it would have been in history. Barely see each other. That's why everyone wears bright uniforms. Those glorious bright uniforms. But just look at this. Piedmont's like able to wrap around the French. We need to be careful about this because the French have won this fight. A general has died. Oh, whose general's died? I'm not sure. I'm gonna say it must be Arthur Wesley, I think, that's died. Because he's lost a few men. But yeah, because I can't see any of the other generals at the moment. Yeah, I presume Arthur Wesley's died. So Britain's without a general. That's huge. The French here forming square, very nice. They're just countering this Prussian cavalry very nicely. But I mean, now they need to push forward with the British infantry. British infantry needs to push onto these guards of Paris, onto just about every other unit here. If the cavalry and the infantry works well together here, like the infantry can just pour fire onto these squares, kill them really quickly. Here we go. Look at that morale for the guards of Paris as well. It just goes down so quickly. If you get fired on in square, you're in a real rough spot. So another volley. Yeah, look at the morale. You see just a little bar there, going right down. So they need to get them out of square. I mean, but the problem is if they get them out of square, the Prussian cavalry returns. So they are in a sticky position. They need more cavalry support here themselves. Like I said, it's stretched really thin as that cavalry support. And I mean, the Ottoman cavalry is still not finished. It's still routing all the Danes over here. Having a really easy time of it against these Danish. These line infantry here just getting mopped up. I mean, they're firing at the Piedmont unit. They're more interested in that than these cavalry right in front of them. The Poles now charging and retaliating by gonna rout this Piedmont unit here. Can you imagine? Fighting off in a bush there. Piedmont's RC is now finally gonna get silenced by the Polish cavalry. This RC has killed far too many men. And there you go. They all will eventually go. That is some hussars there routing them. And now this cavalry can get in behind. I mean, the French have kind of won here. If they can just like use their cavalry, they can bounce off here and now go into the back of this Piedmont stuff. Then the like the volley fire in the front and then the cavalry charges in the back should rout these Piedmont troops once and for all. You're going to see it here. Oh, they've actually sacrificed their general at Piedmont. Though that might not be enough. I think he might just be murdered here. And then there you go. Look at that. The Garde Real gone. And there you go. Piedmont's off the field as well. So it looks like Denmark and Piedmont both gone. Ottomans still hanging on in some areas. And then the French are also hanging on, I'd say. Danish have a little bit left, but not much. They've got like their really elite stuff back here. Well, I presume this is the elite stuff. It's like the live regiment. I don't know. There might be lifeguards or some variant of like guard unit. I don't know. A Royal. This is a cool name. Royal Liégeois. I don't know. It's not got a very fancy uniform. That's a shame. Fancier the uniform, the better, I say. But yeah, I mean the Allies right now, the coalition forces, kind of just contain this area over here. The Poles not really got massively engaged. Their infantry's not the best. The cavalry's what they are experts in. But this infantry should be okay. Should be able to like certainly push through the Ottomans. Maybe the Prussians as well. And but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. They've still got cavalry over on this side. They've still got some more Uhlans. So they have that ability to that mobility still. They have a big artillery piece setting up here though. Do the Prussians? Don't know if they're actually limbering it back up. They might be limbering it back up. This is a horse artillery, I think. So this could be very useful. I think they feel like their flank here is under threat, and I'd agree that it is. I mean, what's holding it right now is just a few units of reserve musketeers for Prussia, and they're falling back. They realize they can't hold this position. And luckily the Poles still have a decent amount of cavalry. I mean, 50 out of 90. Then we've got a 31 out of 44. So doing okay. But yeah, here's a little bit of a duel still going on. Denmark and Piedmont. The two guys that are basically out of the game. Dueling it out to see who survives. Italians versus Danish. Who would have thought it? Oh, yes, a good crackle there. Good volley fire. And then what are they actually attacking in here? What's this unit that was in here then? It's I don't know exactly, but it's a big unit, 136 men. I mean, the French are storming it with some Légion Rouge, some line infantry here. I don't know. They're winning slightly apparently. I'd say this sort of looked like a Janissary unit, but it really doesn't. I feel like that's just like, I don't know if the Ottomans have any Janissaries. I'd have thought so, but maybe not. You can see they're trying to storm this building. The French are breaking. And they're going to hold this building by the looks of it. Oh wow, they routed a lot of units. I don't know whether the French should persist with that. It looks like 1800 France might go out before the Danish at this rate. I mean, they have done a lot to save the Danish. Danish is still breaking here, though. I opened my mouth far too quickly. The Danish may break first. Who knows? They're bringing forward their more elite units that they kept in the back. They still got their howitzer. I don't know if they really need that still on this side. They could do with well, moving that now. Yeah, Piedmont's just got one unit left. They don't really need to keep the howitzer here. Or have the howitzer just fire on this building. Don't think it's really going to do much, but need to do something. The British are pushing forward. British are actually very much aggressive right now. You can see that they sent in their Scots Greys again. I mean, they sent in some infantry as well. Some grenadiers from the Prussians. Where they go, and they've routed some of these Polish infantry. Actually, both these units here. And then you got some light infantry here, some skirmishers trying to get out of here. Their infantry is desperately trying to open fire. Look at this. Fire into this massive cavalry and infantry over here, boys. We can hit something. Hit friend or foe. Poles, by the way, have got to be one of my favorite factions, I think, in NTW3. Someone asked recently in the comments of one of my recent videos, oh, what's your favorite faction in NTW3? It's got to be the Poles. I think the Poles are... I don't know why, it's just because having read about them in history and like their feats in history, and also I like the uniforms, just, I don't know, very different, and I like different. Their hats are very unique. It's like the Ullen, the typical Ullen hat, and they have it for every single infantryman. I love it. And yeah, they got some really bright uniforms. So yeah, they're probably one of my favorite factions in NTW3, since people ask. I have a few others, but certainly I'd say the Poles have got to be up there. Guards of Paris, I mean, they're probably a very fresh unit. They look ready for battle. Still got a decent amount of men, 73 men. Confusing the British in their red uniforms here. They're probably like, British probably like, why are there men in red? We usually fight men in blue. And they'll be very confused when the Danes turn up, if they ever do. The Danes are still... Actually, here we go. Yeah, Ottoman artillery. I don't think we'd seen it. The Ottoman artillery. Look at the size of this thing. You just saw it for a second, but that thing is ridiculously big. It's over here somewhere. It's in this field here. It is just a stupid size. And there's more artillery going off over here. I don't know if they're just firing on this Sardinian one. They've actually routed... This is two separate units? I think. I'm not sure. This is 1 out of 2 guns, but there's 2 guns here. It's just, yeah, that's a 12-pounder. Yeah, maybe they routed both of them. Maybe there's 2 artillery pieces. They're bringing forward some infantry here, though. Some Ottoman infantry that's re-rallied. Yep, that side's kind of died down a bit. I mean, so is this side over here, though, really, as well. You can see that the Prussians, though, are setting up some... got some musketeers here, and they could go and take out this gun. Just sneak out, take this gun. I mean, the gun is desperately trying to shoot them down. What is this? A 8-pounder. They can barely see the unit. I mean, they barely got an angle on it. They're firing on a really weird angle. This unit is really nice. I do like this musketeer unit, though, from the Prussians. It's really, really nice. The little, got their little, don't even know, a lampshade. That's what I think I called it last time, when it was the Brunswickers using it. They got a little lampshade there. Doing their bit, but you can see that the Poles setting forward some cavalry now. I think they're going to probably go and deal with... I'd go and deal with this unit here, just so the gun's safe. Ottomans breaking here, no surprise. The Ottomans, it's just the story of the day, really. The Ottomans have been breaking all day, left, right, center. Look at all this cavalry mass here. If you can get an artillery shot onto this cavalry mass, that's a big win there. Got a lot of cavalry here. There's artillery gun back here, 12-pounders gone. Some, I love it when you see like the guns here abandoned. It just looks so like not, I guess, proper and Napoleonic, very Napoleonic. The Poles are getting charged. But that's what you see in like the artwork and stuff like Napoleonic battles. You just see like guns abandoned, like infantry fights, violent infantry fights fighting around them, cavalry charges. Looks awesome. It really does look awesome when you see like, yeah, just abandoned guns in little places like that. British bringing back what infantry they have. And I mean, yeah, it looks like it's coming down to this area here. I mean, both sides are pretty bruised at this point. Looks like the Poles looking like they're going to be going for some sort of storming of the building. They might just get really close to fire into it. But this is point-blank range. Even the Ottomans can't miss at this range. Let's have a volley, Poles. Nope. They're just going to fall back, and about 10 or so men have died here for no reason. But as you can see, the French bringing across what they have, the Danish doing the same. The Poles are getting like their cavalry way behind, trying to just stretch out, force the cavalry to not be able to fight on the front line for the coalition forces. But they don't seem to be too bothered about it. They've got like all their cavalry really like condensed here in the center, so you can just go left or right. Not a bad idea, but I mean, if this gets like hit by like the howitzer over here, for instance, if that howitzer hits anything in here, they're in trouble. Have you got any other guns? No, that's a Danish general. The Poles, did they not bring any artillery? Oh, yeah, they didn't bring any artillery. I mean, this is French gun here as well. They have routed that that musketeer unit, have the Poles. They sent their Uhlans all the way around. The Poles are now dueling it out with the British here. This is a nice unit. I like this unit. Let's get a nice little angle on it. Like, just look at the colours. I mean, they just look so nice. Green, yellow, like navy blue. Very nice in my opinion. Got some more Polish units coming around. Just trying to stretch that line. Also, I don't really think they want to fight here where there's this huge like Prussian gun position. Like the French are taking an absolute beating from it. They need to move forward. Now, I think the reason they've got all their cavalry here is to protect the artillery piece as well. They just do not. If they lose the artillery piece, the Allies, they are definitely in trouble. Got more. We've got Gendarme Cheval here. I did not even realize these guys were on the battlefield. They are here. That's a solid unit as well. 1814 Gendarme Cheval. Good unit to have here. And here we go. Yeah, the Prussians now having to face the Poles on this flank here. They're dropping quite quickly. Like I said, Prussian infantry not the greatest. Neither is the Poles though. More well known for their cavalry, both of these factions. It's just awesome seeing like over there, like the Polish just getting illuminated by their musket fire. Some Polish infantry unit. I mean, this one here needs to like move. It's getting shot in the flank pretty hard by these Ottomans in here. Yeah, there you go, falling back. It's a smart move. They just let it fire into the building. Just pour some fire into that building. You'll do a lot better. What we got here? I mean, the British are doing really well, and remember they lost Wellington. I'm pretty sure very early on. I believe it was Wellington. Anyway, oh, this could be a bit dodgy here though. Scots Guards, Scots Grey, sorry, charging in. That famous cavalry unit that charged at Waterloo. And it's charging once again. It's into the Poles. Poles are standing for now. They need to hold for a little longer. Their Uhlans are arriving. Oh, the one infantry unit's breaking. The other might go. The Scots Grey, they're getting charged in the back. And they're being matched by their lancers. The French and Polish lancers may break these fine cavalry here. If you've seen the Waterloo film, then you know, like, one of the Napoleon's aides is like, oh, they are the finest horsemen in Europe. And then Napoleon's like, oh, they may be, but we'll match them with our lancers. That's certainly what they did there. Got the Poles getting attacked here in the flank by some infantry from Britain. And Britain's actually breaking. He charged. He initiated that charge. He's breaking. Now the Poles can line up again. They can fire at these Prussians. And this is looking like a very tenuous flank on this side over here. The Danes are bringing across their stuff there, dueling with the British as well. And the British are falling back. They might want to transfer like this Nottinghamshire infantry unit. I know that it's supporting this gun position here, but might need to go over here. Like the Prussians and what there is of Britain here, kind of getting overwhelmed. Firing through some bushes. You can sort of see the Poles over there. We've got Wesley coming forward. We've got Arthur Wesley, the Duke of Wellington. He's going in. He's going after a general, I think, maybe? I think he is, yeah. He's going to go after the Polish general. General v. General. Oh my gosh, get out of the way, bushes. And I think Wesley's going to lose that, yeah. Well done there, well done. Breaking him, and that's him off the battlefield. I mean, even though he was already dead. Got shot, like, straight away. poor man. But we've got all the other generals still here, or at least the Prussians and the Ottomans anyway. Now the Poles, yeah, they've nearly won here. It's 4v1 in infantry. I mean, they've got one cavalry unit. It looks like it's going to come around and try and deal some damage here. 29 men. If they can get a good volley off on this cavalry, they might be able to break it before it actually charges in. But it is a very, very close at this point. Could go either way. Volley from the Poles coming in a moment. Excellent, excellent. Keep it up. They can force the Prussians out of here. I mean, they can then push on here. They don't even need to attack this house if they don't need to. I like how Britain and Prussia are just so stubborn. They're going to keep all their troops if they have to. They just don't want the French to attack. And the French just don't fancy their chances either. They're just going to allow themselves to get pounded by this artillery piece, or the two artillery pieces. Excellent, excellent. Nice shots there. I mean, yeah, these French are just getting shot to pieces by the artillery. Maybe the, yeah, I mean, they could do with getting this French artillery up. Maybe get a bit closer to the front line, see if they can try and force the cavalry out of the coalition again. It looks like the Poles breaking here. Not a good sign. How is the Prussian unit doing so well? I guess with the support of the Ottomans in here, it's doing a very nice job. They need to send in their cavalry, I think, to the Poles and the French. If they can get all their cavalry massed back here, they could go for a charge, and they could possibly break the Prussian cavalry and any British cavalry. I think all the British cavalry's gone, though. Is that just a friendly fire shot? No, it wasn't. Oh, that's the howitzer. The howitzer is doing a lot of damage now to these musketeers here. They got that set up. So yeah, I guess they are also dealing damage to the Allies, but I mean, even still, look at that. The Guards of Paris have been just obliterated. They didn't even go to combat. Look at all these poor men that just died here. French need to get moving. French need to get moving. The artillery here is going off. You can see howitzer doing its damage. Don't know if it's really killing that many men. We're just firing at infantry. You can see the cavalry's all massing back here for the Prussians. They realize that the Poles are ready for a do or die charge. The Poles are getting in behind though. You can see they are flanking around. This is what the Poles want to do. They just want to get around this building. The building's very annoying in their eyes. And I agree. Very annoying building. Looking at like the Polish perspective, dueling with this Ottoman unit, surely they'll win this. These Ottomans just like, they look like ragtag men just brought together. Like, how do you like look at this and just go, yeah, that's an infantry unit. That's a regiment ready to go. This is a regiment ready to go. Got the Loyal Lincoln Volunteers here. More Loyal Lincoln Volunteers, actually. Oh, well, actually, no, that's Welsh Fusiliers. Sort of firing on an angle around this building here. Some fresh infantry units from Britain coming up ready to face the Poles. They're bringing an artillery piece over as well. The 6-pounder's coming over this way. And the French are finally pushing up. They're going to go in duel with the Prussians. There is a need to go in. You've got some Swiss here. And they should beat the Prussians. That's the thing. The Prussian infantry here is not great. Oh my gosh, look at that. The howitzers are going off. It's ripping to shred this unit here. And the Danish now able to flank in as well. The Danish, you forgot they were here, didn't you? You forgot they were here. What have we got here? We've got a general. Is this Massena, the general? I think it is. It's dismounted as well. It's got one artillery. It's got a 12-pounder here. Got some chasseurs chevals. They got the yeah, the 12-pounders limbering up. Oh, it's going to be tense. This is very, very close. Prussians breaking in. They need to be careful of this French unit here because it could fire into the Danish. And yeah, this reserve musketeer unit here is going to get routed. And then it's just onto the cavalry and the guns on this flank on this side. And I think they're just running out of infantry are the coalition forces. They realize they're falling. Look at this. Britain's already falling back. The infantry that was already coming up to support the Poles. He's already having to send it back the way it came. By the looks of it. Oh no, he's just going to fall back to this choke point here. The Ottomans look like they may have got some of their units out of the buildings. Oh no, there's still stuff in here. There is still stuff in here. They might need to get it out. because, I mean, the Danish are nearly onto the cavalry. I mean, they've got to do something with this cavalry. They can't play defensive with it. I push down the centre. There's nothing here. No cavalry to stop them. Here we go. The Danish now facing their red uniformed brothers, the British. And they're actually going to push forward. Oh, here we go. The Prussians are on the move, and they've formed square. I have this unit here. I mean, just in the nick of time. Look at that. They might go. Look at these Blucher hussars here. Yeah, they've broken. Oh, that's a huge loss. Charge the only units that can form square, I think. Well, actually, quite a few of these units might here be able to form square from the French. The Poles are the ones you need to break. They have no, like, square abilities, I believe. Or, like, none of their infantry are good enough to form square. The Polish back here, they're doing... I mean, nothing with their cavalry just yet. And the Danish got a unit around here. How the heck does this get here? Got some grenadiers here. Fresh unit grenadiers as well. But it's a very, very close run thing now. Look, they turned their guns. The British have turned their guns. Got the Prussians sending in more cavalry. They might break this unit. This unit should be able to form square, but it's not. It's trying to form square now. It's doing a bad job of it. And the look at this. Oh my gosh, they're actually not going to break this unit. Yeah, wow. That unit did not form square at all. Yet it broke. Now just charging the cavalry. They've got rid of all their cavalry of the coalition. Just go in. Go for the guns. Go in for the infantry. And here come the Uhlans. Oh, that was a nice shot there. Just went from like 70, like a fresh unit, and just got absolutely destroyed. Just went down and just killed like so many of these Poles. They broke the gun. They might. Oh, they are going to get out of there. Wow, impressive. Yeah, that unit was on like fresh. And then all of a sudden it's down to like 40, just from like the artillery going off and just like raking through the lines. And you can see here now, this is what it looks like. It's looking pretty dire for the British, and the Ottomans are the ones left. You didn't imagine. Oh, the Prussians are still slightly here, but like the Ottomans, you did not imagine them to be one of the last here. They've actually got more infantry. Look at this. The Ottomans are coming to their aid. The Ottomans are coming. They've still got some infantry on the go. And they've still got that big artillery piece, I presume, that's still not gone. Oh no, that is dead. That is very dead. But look at it. Look at this thing. It's obscene. It's ridiculous. But over here you can see that the Poles got their hussars in here, trying to break more stuff, breaking more infantry. Got the in-skilling here, though. They're forming square. I go for the Ottoman stuff. They can't form square, I'm sure. Oh, they broke. Oh, dear. That's a shame. Well, there's no... The cavalry's not the end of the world now if it goes, because they have broken all the coalition cavalry first. And it's just down to really just this, and then all those Ottoman troops that are just back here. And the British, they've actually got a unit back this rally. I get the French to just turn around and deal with the Ottoman units now. Because, yeah, they've all broken here. It's just the building left. The Ottomans just got some 37 men in here. 37 peasants, more like. You can see, though, I think they need to turn some of these guys around. You've got the Swiss here. In their red uniforms as well. This gun turning around. Yeah, look at this. 12-pounder turning around. Ready to go. Can't even see what it's firing at. Very nice. I mean, it's put a nice little hole into one of these units. Scared them a bit. Poor Ottomans, like, just hear a big bang go off, like, whoo! What was that? But yeah, this is it, really. There's these 3 units here. Oh, they've got a bit more than one. Actually, they've got a lot of units in here. Wow. They had more than I thought in here. Yeah, I guess it's a bit harder to assault, and the British actually got troops returning. It's not quite over then, but I mean, the cavalry here has now got an easy job of just mopping up these Ottoman units here. Yeah, just breaking them. And the British can form square, but I mean, they just need to get some infantry up, fire on these this square. Then that's what all they need to do. I'm just gonna fast forward now. The Poles are actually gonna look like they were gonna charge that square. It's a brave move there. But yeah, Danes now setting up. The Danes, like, I mean, they've survived, but their army just got shattered at one point. They just got broken by like their entire army got broken by about 2 or 3 units of Ottoman cavalry. So I mean, the Ottomans kind of did their job. They nearly took out the Danes. And this Polish cavalry here could just swoop in, deal with the Ottomans. I mean, it's actually the French that are going to do it. They got their gendarmes here. they'll break these. This poor Ottoman. They've actually missed them. Oh dear. And then, yeah, the British have got like 2 units that returned, and then it's just this, I think. There's a unit over here of more British as well. King's German Legion First Foot. They're coming to rejoin the fight. What have we got here? We've got the Polish general. Let's just fast forward for a bit. There's no need to really just watch a few units walk around. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. It certainly has been a close one, put it like that. I mean, there's barely anything left of the French and the Danish and the Poles. Barely anything left. I mean, I don't feel like there was really any mistakes massively made by the Allies. I mean, maybe bringing in the Ottomans just as a whole wasn't a great idea. Their infantry's not great. Apologies, guys, for that. Yeah, the game just all of a sudden just crashed. I don't know what it is. The replay did crash once earlier, like before I even started recording. But there we go. Can't have an NTW3 game without a bit of a crash or something going on. But yeah, I think like the Prussians and the British, what I was saying is like they could have been aggressive on this side because like all of 1814 Cav like ended up going over to this side to save the Danish and the Italian like French army. So there's like not much here. There was some Polish cavalry, but they could have been aggressive here. I think with their infantry and their army here, pushed out of this settlement. I know they had a nice little position in here, but like they could have pushed out and dealt with a much inferior like Polish infantry line, and I mean a lot of the 1814 stuff was only about half their army was here, because half of it got sent over to save the other French army and the Danish. But yeah, like I said, I'll just fast forward, just get through this. No need to worry about this really. All it is just assault on a building that's going to happen, and I imagine the British and the Ottomans cannot prevail. Look at it's just the sheer amount of units that are left. They'll probably end up dying at some point. I mean, look at this. They're just hiding the units behind the building. Very clever little work there. I mean, look at this. They're just scaring the units. The Ottoman units are breaking before they even get to like into combat. Poor men. Poor men. We'll see the last few charges here. You can see. Well, not last few charges. Last few volleys. Grenadiers. I didn't even realize these Danish had these grenadiers. They're going to use them on their flank. They seem like they were there with the. Seemed like they were with the Poles the entire battle. These grenadiers, I don't know where they were. Nice volley there into the flank, shooting in skilling. I think these in-skilling are trying to get inside the building. They may break before that even happens. Yeah, there's still 3 Ottoman units in here, but they're breaking slowly. And there we go, we can see. I mean, there you go, the British are going. I think there's 1 Ottoman unit gone. Yeah, there's at least 1 gone. The British trying to get their other unit in there. The Loyal Lincoln volunteers. They didn't volunteer for this, though. They didn't volunteer to lose. They expected just a quiet bit of garrison duty to do, possibly. There they go. They're gone. Then it's just the Ottomans, and they'll probably break from just, like, army. I don't know. Army loss is a thing, really, in NTW3? Possibly not, but even still. They've got no general. Their allies are gone. And, I mean, the Danish are sending in some grenadiers now, and they'll probably win that fight quite easily.
We have taken a building, sir.
And they've taken the building. And what's left? It's just... Oh, God. There's another thing to take out over here. Well, I'm just going to make a cut here. And I'm just going to go to the end screen. There's nothing really to see here. They're just firing this obscene artillery piece. I don't know what they're firing it at. There is like another unit here as well. It's a British unit. Yeah, it's just like some units returning. So I'm just gonna cut to like the end results to show you guys that, because as you can see, the French and their allies are gonna win this one. So I'll see you guys in a moment. Okay, so we are back here. We are with the end results for the for the French and for the coalition forces. Obviously, the French did win. They did a very good job and seemed to mop up that left flank, or it was like the left flank for the coalition, their right flank against Piedmont and the Ottomans first, and then they came over and dealt with the Prussians and the British in time. This was sent in by Stand here, who's playing as the Danish. Did okay. I mean, didn't get that many kills with like the size of his army. Like, lost a lot of it to the couple of cavalry charges from the Ottomans. But yeah, getting 760 kills. But yeah, well done to OPSEC, to Seedman, to Stand, and to Chris P. Bacon here, who all did a very good job winning their battle. Also well done to Argens, to Arms Length Apart, to Interlander, and to Ard Park here. All did a very good job. A stern defense put up by them, and I mean some good results here for like Piedmont and for the Ottomans actually getting the most kills. Look at that, the Ottomans, you say the weakest faction, possibly, actually getting the most kills. I mean, that's kind of amazing. That's pretty good. But yeah, so we'll quickly have a look at some of the end results here for the Danish. So yeah, this like these are elite infantry units here. Didn't even join the battle till late on, getting 113 kills, 103 kills. Grenadiers are getting 96 kills, and yeah, some infantry doing okay. Like the howitzer getting 33 kills, nothing amazing. But there you go. If you want to have a look at them, there they are. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this NTW3 battle. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.